Steve is now with ex-Middlesbrough and Ipswich forward Alun Armstrong.
Alan, here we are at the Alun Armstrong Soccer Center. What a place. You know, Les and I have been shown round by you today. How did you end up here and what's your ideas behind it?
When I first finished football, I've always wanted to build my own coaching company as such. It took 3 years to find a venue where I could actually turn into this kind of facility we've got. And since we've got here, it's just starting to take off. Now we've been here for 4 years. 2 years as an old company, 2 years as a not-for-profit company. And now we're just starting to see reap the rewards really of what we've been doing for the last 2 years. You see loads of them, you've got soccer arenas, you've got the sports domes, the goal centres. The big difference is I'm non-profit. And the way I can do that is because I've got a big family and my family look after this place when I'm not here. And all of them coach here. Mrs runs a cafe, my son runs a reception, does all the admin work. So at the end of the day, it's a family-run business, but everything we do goes back into the community, and I think that's a big plus for us, especially for a place like this. I've always thought that I needed something else. I needed something else alongside the football, and I managed to get in contact with a company called Slam, who've got their own gym in Wellington, and he's classed as a charity. And I got him on board, and he's managed to build his own gym on one of the pitches, and it's a fantastic facility. It's still underused at this moment in time, still fairly new, and we're both pushing for each other to try and get it a lot busier.
Great facility, you know, in the George Reynolds area. You know, you've got great parking, and I think it's just getting the message out there that you can come, you know, to this area, you can get parked and use the facilities, and you know, it's great.
That's it. I think we're the only facility in this area for 25, 30 miles that's indoor. 3G, and it's not the cheap 3G. We've got the FIFA rated 1 and 2 star turf down here. We spent a lot more money than what we should have done, but we wanted to make sure that it was here to last and give the kids something in this area where they could play football non-stop.
What about sponsors? Do you have many people, you know, helping you out on that score?
Yeah, we've got Frank's obviously who sponsored, does all the carpeting inside, but the main sponsors of my little academy I run is Sim Suzuki at Darlington. They sponsor the whole academy. They've given us a Suzuki Vitara in the last couple of months, which is fantastic help, and we're trying to push it as much as we can. We're still looking for advertising boards on all the pitches. Nike have become involved and give a kit, trying to help the academy establish its own brand, and we're trying to get as many as we can on all the pitches. So if any companies are interested, then give us a ring.
And what's today about? You've got a lot of families down here, a lot of kids and a lot of activities. Tell us about today.
Today is an end-of-season fun day. I've run my own academy for ages under 7s through to under 14s, and it's basically bridging the gap between the soccer schools, which I run as anyone can come to them, and the development centres that I run here by Middlesbrough, which I run for them here. And I needed some way to coach the kids that were just not good enough for the development at this stage, but better than soccer schools who were just coming for fun. And we've bridged that gap by bringing the academy in. It's like a coaching programme that is very similar to what I do at Middlesbrough when I'm working at Middlesbrough part-time. So everything I do at Middlesbrough I bring into the programme here, and I try to develop the kids to get them a trail through at Middlesbrough. We have had 1 or 2 that have been through there, and I've had 3 that have signed there full-time. So it is working, it's proven successful, but we're just starting again, and this is a reward for the kids that have come over the years. I put on loads of different activities. There'll be a presentation at the end for the most improved player, and the kids who've shown the best attendance. But every kid will definitely get a medal at the end of the day.
Coming through the reception today as well, just that infamous picture of you scoring against Inter Milan for Ipswich. That must be a real boost for kids coming through, seeing what could be achieved, you know, with hard work.
Yeah, that's why it's up there. I'm not a big one for showing stuff what I've done when I was a player, but I think it can just show you what can be achieved. I was a local lad from Bladen who started his football dream at Newcastle, a 14, 15-year-old. And that's what I keep saying to these kids. Just because you're 7, 8, 9, 10 and you haven't been picked up yet, it doesn't matter. You can get picked up 15, 16. And Jamie Vardy now has just proved that he can get picked up at a later date. But having pictures like that just hopefully can stimulate the kids to think, I want to do that. And it is great for me when the kids come and say, is that you? Of course it is. Who do you think it is? But it's funny. So they don't believe us half the time, but it's just nice for the kids to have a look and see that they've got something that they can aim for.
We'll get the details for the Alun Armstrong Soccer Center across the bottom of the screen now, but come down, it's a great facility, needs to be used. But Alan, thanks very much, mate.